Nurse Pearson, why do we have to do this? APES is useless.
What do you mean? APES is everywhere.
You're telling a lie. It's nowhere except the classroom.
Yes.
That's it. You have an extra credit assignment. You have to go find every connection you can make with APES outside the classroom.
Oh man.
One of the first things you'll see as you approach our house is our outdoor cat. Her name is Gabby. Even though Gabby is a really sweet cat, cats are a very invasive species.
Today we're gonna learn about cat facts. And now my big sister here is gonna teach us about it. So you better be watching.
In the United States alone, there are over 100 million feral or outdoor cats that are considered to be invasive. And it is estimated that they kill over 1 billion birds in 1 year. This can be especially impactful for species that are already endangered, like the least tern or the wood thrush. They can even be vectors for deadly diseases like rabies or even the plague.
So something that some people know about me is that I'm actually a preschool teacher. I teach at West Forsyth Christian Preschool after school from about 4 to 5:30. And I was just noticing, what are some environmental science related things I can see at the facility?
When I got out of the car, I immediately noticed pavement. And then a dumpster. These dumpsters are used for storing municipal solid waste, aka trash. All of the snacks, cups, paper towels, and soiled clothes will go from here to the landfill. The concrete that makes up the parking lot is impermeable, which means water cannot pass through. Since many urban areas are made with lots of concrete, those places are more prone to flooding if they do not have many gutters. This gutter allows the water to flow freely to the water treatment facility or a stream. Lastly, this parking lot has a high albedo and absorbs a lot of light and is more likely to have a hotter temperature due to its darker gray color. When some of us think of pollution, our mind immediately goes to air pollution. But that's not the only type. Light pollution is also a form. My sister and I share a room, and one night she insisted on sleeping with the LED lights on, which was so annoying. Light pollution is classified as any human-made light changes outside. It can negatively impact patterns of migratory birds, pollinators, sea turtles, mammals, including humans, by making differences in the way we perceive light and mixing up the difference between day and night. I must admit, although my sister's light pollution is annoying, I'm not 100% in the clear because I'm responsible for a lot of noise pollution. Noise pollution is any form of noise that is too loud and can have a negative impact. It can prevent sleep and cause stress in humans. For example, some species, like frog species, rely on using mating calls in order to find a mate during breeding season. If noises around them are too loud, they won't be able to hear each other, which means that the reproduction rate will be lower since they can't find a mate.
Hey kids, I have snacks if anybody wants some. Cheers! Boys, you ate all of the snacks. You didn't leave any in here left.
The scenario depicted here reminded me a lot of the tragedy of the commons. The tragedy of the commons is a social and political problem in which each individual is incentivized to act in a way that will ultimately be harmful to all individuals. The example of the public commons in this scenario is the bucket of snacks, since it was available to everyone. And the tragedy was the boys leaving none of the snacks left. In a circumstance related to apes, the commons would be a local public pond. And the tragedy would be the depletion in the population of fish due to overfishing. A way to prevent the tragedy of the commons from happening in this scenario is to place limits, laws, and regulations. For example, there are fishing limits in a lot of ponds that limit the amount of fish you can catch in order to prevent them from all running out.
Hey kids, I brought you some snacks, but remember, everybody just get one. Cheers.
Nope, we're sharing. Perfect. Will you fill it one more time?